Back in the year 1647, the 4th night of May, on a bitterly cold day in the Lord's colony of Massachusetts, the dissenter Drake Konishi failed to attend church one day in protest of the puritanical practice of taking the Bible word for word. Charlie, the Lord's hand in the town of Westwood, decided that Drake was to be put to the noose for his crimes against the puritanical way of thought.
I saw Goody Konishi with the devil.
Heretic, hang him.
How can thou not take the Bible literally?
Thou was born with sin, and you shall go to hell.
A man does not need to attend church to be holy. I reject your utopian society and decide to think freely with the rationalism that God has given me.
For your sins against the Holy Lord, you shall be throneth into the eternal fire. For forsaking the church and community, you shall payeth with death. May God grant thou mercy.
It is imperative for us to ensure that the common man has his rights secured in government, and especially his right to choose his religion. As the universe was set in motion by the Creator, and as he has given us the reins to it, we shall shepherd the people of this new nation without reason.
It was the year 1776. Charlie's descendant, Charles III, was always with the current thought of the time. His beliefs were drenched in deism, whereas Drake's descendant, Drake IV, was always one step ahead of the times like his great-grandfather before him.
Who is that talking?
We may be able to protect the people's rights, but we can't change the people's hearts and minds with laws and protections.
You say that a man's consciousness and beliefs are inherently connected to government. I say otherwise. The state and a man's religion are separate in every imaginable way. A man should be at will to practice any religion he so chooses to align himself with. Laws should be independent of a man's chosen belief system.
You want to think rationally? Let every man have a say in this.
What are your opinions on the separation of church and state?
Everyone should be able to choose what religion they want. A government that only promotes one religion will only cause discord.
I just want to pioneer my own life in the new frontier. I mean, all this legislation stuff is too formal and doesn't have any appeal to personal emotions.
You know, maybe you're right, Drake. Emotions are important after all. I don't care about government anymore. I'm gonna go pioneer a life for myself in the woods.
And so Charlie went and created for himself a life in the woods, until one day when Charlie V encountered Drake VI as he was starting a new paper mill.
Hello. What might you be doing? Certainly not enjoying a hike with all this construction you're doing.
I'm out here trying to harvest some mighty fine lumber. Need to put food on the table.
We have to work for what we want.
Life isn't about profit. Your narcissistic and materialistic approach disgusts me. Life is about celebrating life itself.
Advancing science and theory are the keys to enlightenment. An individual must find their own place in society. Succumbing to a stagnant, rule life is just in opposition to your important freedom of choice.
I control my own destiny. I don't need society or you to tell me what to do.
Exactly, that's the point. Go out there. Make an actual life for yourself.
Charlie finna did that. Charlie V became the head of a newspaper dedicated to faithfully reporting only the truth. His son, Charlie X, took over once he grew old. He eventually hired Drake the 27th as a reporter for him.
I have an editorial to print.
We do not publish rubbish such as editorials. Personal notion has no place in the news. We must realistically portray the facts so that our audience can stay informed.
I think Drake has a point.
Shut up, Lauren.
Now we are entering realism. Drake, with his progressive thinking, wants to print an editorial in the newspaper, but Charlie, with his love of the facts, does not want any of that.
Aaron, who are you talking to?
Charlie has now become upset with Aaron, realizing that he is slacking off rather than reporting the day's news.
The facts, fiction, none of it matters. All of it is just meaningless, like life. Charlie can be so stuck in his ways.
I'm not stuck in my ways.
If I had a water gun with 2 squirts in it and I was in a room with Aaron, Charlie, Grace, and Lauren, I'd squirt Charlie twice.
We don't portray life, we portray society.
And all at once, everyone pulled squirt guns on Charlie.
Wait, what?
Regardless Regardless of whether we portray life or society, none of this matters. The universe doesn't care if we tell fact or fiction. What purpose can be found in the truth if the truth doesn't apply to anything larger than human life? Honey, I'm home.
How was work today?
It was fine. Just let me tell you about my boss, Charlie. He is just so...
Drake!
What are you doing here, Charles? Why are you at my house?
I need to talk to you privately regarding working matters.
We could do it in the kitchen.
I was thinking alone would be better. I just don't think your wife could help us out with issues regarding work. Plus, the kitchen is a woman's territory. We shouldn't be intruding with her and the kids.
Well, her and my girls are actually quite smart. Maybe they could offer us some advice. Maybe you just assume that all your wife is good for is ironing your clothes and making dinner.
Well, how progressive of you, Drake.
I'm just saying, maybe your wife is capable of more than just staying at home.
Is anyone going to wonder where this laugh track is coming from?
Shut up, Lauren! We're discussing your rights right now.
Maybe my wife is capable of more. Maybe I should advocate more for her.
Sorry about that. Now, as we've seen, Charlie has been persuaded by Drake, once again, for the better good. But now as we move through existentialism, we'll see that Charlie's love life will be put to the test.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Bro, we need to talk.
What about?
Bro, I just don't know. I don't think I like you anymore, Charles.
What are you saying? You don't want to be bros?
No, it's not you, it's me. I just think I found someone better. His name's Drake.
Hey Charlie, why do you look so upset?
My dude bro left me. He was such a good friend. I just feel lost now.
Here, take this corn dog. It'll make you feel better.
Well, that's odd.
A wise teacher once told me that life is like a corn dog.
And?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention for the rest of the lecture.
I think what they're trying to say is you don't have to dwell on Aaron. You can make your own life and choose for yourself.
And what about the corn dog?
I don't know, I just want to end the video. So that
I'm just saying, maybe your wife is capable of more than just staying at home.
That's way too long, dude.
That's the point.